Hey everybody, it's Roxy again. So we're playing Lucifer Within Us. The last video cut off a little abruptly. That was my mistake. I made a mistake in my editing process and I lost some footage. These are the things that happen when you make Let's Plays. So, I've gone back to where I was, so we can go ahead and recreate it. I believe that... Yeah, so we had gotten to the point where we've opened up the first Mind Palace for Ruben. So we're going to go ahead and see that again. And I believe we need to recreate opening up the second Mind Palace for Ruben. Then we'll be finishing up this case. And this is only... I don't know how long this is going to take. There's a lot of me not understanding things that I had to cut down from the last video. And was also lost at the end of the other video. The last video. So we're going to contradict the return to work with the button, because we saw that it was opened, and Gideon told us that he heard it open. Yep, so now we have a new... He went to check the chamber.
The consecration chamber to verify that the coronet was in working order.
Let's go ahead and show this. I don't know if I showed this last time, but we're going to show that this time. Ruben opened the door. Messed around with the whatchamacallit. This whole time Gideon has his eyes closed because of the prayer.
Desk again.
And then Gideon would only be focused on what's in front of him. Okay. So, importantly though, that opened up the next mind thing. This is not... I don't know why I have the hardest time seeing this, but I have the hardest time seeing this. So I think what we're going to do is that we're going to finish up this case. And I will try and give as natural reactions as I can to whatever the ending of this is. Once again, I made a mistake editing. It happens. And he's envious. So now with the envy, we're going to accuse him. The opportunity was checking the chamber. The means would have been the limiter. Sorry, I don't mean to be clicking so quickly. And the motive, of course, would be envy. As we found that envy is one of the demonology things. Envious of your brother's success. You want his fame, his glory. Accuse.
Ein Sof sees all, Ruben.
Also experimenting with a new audio setup. One that will hopefully stop some of the audio bleed issues from my headphones into my microphone that I've had in the past.
You killed Mother Miriam to frame Gideon and take him down a peg.
Alright.
With Gideon gone, a daemon whispered that people would finally recognize you for your genius.
Yeah, he did make those plans.
I am older than Gideon. My work is better than Gideon, and more important.
Oh, I forgot to ask about this. Okay, so we don't have that last person, but they were irrelevant to this case.
No one understands my work.
Confess, Ruben. Tell us what the daemon made you do.
So I get... Oh, so... Okay, so we're going to see this with a whole new timeline now.
Gideon was Mother Miriam's favorite. She barely knew I existed.
Gideon is flamboyant.
When Gideon suggested increasing the ether output of the coronet, I had an idea.
Let's move my cursor a little down. The animation is what they did with the hand there is... Like... It's
I would sabotage
a
the
weird
ceremony
pose.
by removing the limiter. Mother Miriam had no idea what was about to happen to her.
So she shaded because he's assuming that she followed her and couldn't see it directly.
I went back to my workstation.
Or maybe he can hear her?
Waiting for Gideon to close his eyes.
Yoink. Ooh, look at that. It's all red now.
While
Ooh.
Gideon and Mother Miriam were praying, I reopened the chamber and removed the limiter.
Yeah, you didn't consider the door controls or the fact that, you know, Gideon can still
When
hear.
Gideon started the ceremony, I placed the limiter on his table so that it would look as though his negligence led to Mother Miriam's death.
And Gideon being focused on the ceremony would not have heard Reuben moving to the back. This was interesting. I like how this played
When the
out.
covert search began, I goaded Gideon on by telling him to stop the ceremony. Of course he didn't listen.
The hand pose again. And then.
And so Mother Miriam died. I killed her. I regret only that I've been discovered.
Oh, that's it. Now we can look in here. What?
Demonic corruption runs deep within Reuben's soul, yet Reuben may still be saved. I must speak the daemon's true name. Then the daemon will be cast out.
Oh, I didn't remember their
Ein
names.
Sof, guide me.
I hope they show me the
Has
list of
possessed
demons.
Reuben.
Here we go. Okay, good. This should be the Envious. The strokes a simmering rage within the host. But, oh, I said the Envious and I saw the Vengeful. Wow, that would have been very bad. Lotan the Envious.
Out, Lotan! Leave this soul and return whence you came!
Hey, buddy. Hey, Lotan. You look like a Ultra Beast Pokemon.
Magnificently done, Madam Exorcist.
Thank you.
The power of Ein Sof compels you, Lotan. Leave this soul and return to the ether!
Thousands of years, and you humans never change. Never satisfied, always comparing, wanting more. Someone else is always richer, prettier, wiser, better. Nothing can ever fill that void within you. Not even me.
Aw.
Silence,
I'm sorry,
Lotan.
Lotan.
Reuben may yet be redeemed. You are a scourge. Without your influence, a good woman would still be alive. Leave humans be, Lotan. I banish you to the ether.
Bye,
As
Lotan.
you wish, but I'll
Until the
return
next
soon
time.
enough. My prince and master Lucifer walks among you. Lucifer will open the gates of hell,
Ooh.
and at last, humanity will remember its full potential. Until then, Madam Exorcist, adieu.
Lotan's very polite.
Come forth, Reuben. What remains of you?
Thank.
Did we save Reuben?
He's silent and still. Poor soul. Rest, Reuben. Heal, if you can.
Sister Ada, you've returned. Was there a demon at work after all?
I'm afraid so. The exorcism was a success.
Now we can still see the
Reuben's soul
chamber
has been
behind us.
purged. Unfortunately, the daemon was difficult to cleanse. Reuben is returned to pure innocence.
That's an interesting way to put that.
What? The exorcism shattered his mind? Can you bring him back?
It's out of my hands. If Ein Sof wills it, maybe Reuben will heal.
Guards, please escort this shell
Oh, no.
to the cryostasis cellar. I pray for his swift recovery.
Yeah, me too, buddy.
Abbot Gregory,
Oh, shit.
Praise be to Ein Sof, Sister Ada. You have saved us all.
Thank you, Abbott.
On behalf of everyone at St. Walburga's, I express our utmost gratitude.
Thank you, Abbott.
We are not yet safe. We must act quickly until we locate the source of the demonic influence. We don't understand yet why demons would act after 100 years.
They got bored.
Holy Father, we must quarantine the abbey and the surrounding town immediately. Detain and interrogate anyone who seems suspicious.
I would say this is extreme, but, like, we're setting up a whole inquisition.
We can try, Sister Ada, but it will be difficult, as we have visitors arriving hourly. Much like yourself, pilgrims from afar are here to celebrate Walpurgisnacht.
Walpurgisnacht. I'm going to mispronounce that later.
Mother Miriam couldn't bear witness to it.
Ah, yes. The priestess. We must destroy her body immediately. Traces of demonic influence may remain from her contact with Reuben.
No, Sister Ada, thank you for your concern, but we absolutely cannot.
Suspicious.
Mother Miriam was a prominent figure and well-loved, with decades of service. We must treat her body with dignity and give her a proper burial. Send Mother Miriam's body to the mortuary for embalming.
Your Excellency, we really ought to take the advice of the exorcist.
Thank you, Virgil.
Mother Miriam's body has been desecrated enough, Virgil. Send her to the mortuary, now.
Man, I see the two sides of it. One is wanting to pay respects, but you were just told by an exorcist that a literal demon of envy possessed one of your top designers, and the next advice is to make sure the demonic influence doesn't continue. Abbot Gregory, why do you not trust your exorcist?
As you command, Your Excellency.
Holy Father, you are making a grave mistake.
Sister Ada, don't worry yourself. All will be well.
I want to contradict you and see into
Saint
your soul,
Walpurgis'
Gregory.
triumph over Lucifer has brought us a century of peace and bliss. It's horrifying that a demon was exorcised from our abbey, but surely it was the final remnant.
Oh, man, Gregory's up to something.
The daemon within Reuben spoke of Lucifer's return. Lucifer's ways are insidious. Even the most devout among us have temptations.
It's a shame Brother Reuben fell to the demon, but the rest of my flock is stronger. Faith shall be their shield. Now, please excuse me. This evening's mass requires my attention. We are honored by your presence, Sister Ada. Praise be to Ein Sof.
Even the Holy Father can be foolish then.
Okay, so Ada agrees with me.
Ein Sof. Let it not be true that Lucifer walks. But if it is, Ein Sof, guide me, that I may unmask all lies, no matter how painful.
The demon's final words haunted me. Lucifer was already among us. Sus. I wanted to destroy Mother Miriam's body to purge any traces of demonic influence. Abbot Gregory did not heed my words. Mother Miriam was to be given a proper burial. That afternoon, Inquisitor Virgil sent for me, asking urgently to meet him at the graveyard. St. Walpurgis Abbey, graveyard.
Praise Ein Sof. Thank you for coming to our aid so quickly,
Perga?
Sister
I said
Ada.
Perga. I think it's Perga.
You said it was urgent. Has something happened to Mother Miriam's body?
Oh, look at the
No,
artwork.
In some ways, that would
Look
have
at
been
that.
easier.
Oh, it's
There is
beautiful.
now a second untimely death.
Another murder. On the very same day. This can't be a coincidence.
I mean, we warned y'all.
That isn't for me to say, but this time, the victim is a younger acolyte named Isaac. His remains were found in the grave that was dug for Mother Miriam.
That's dark. That's bad.
Poor kid's throat was slit.
That's very bad.
Gruesome. Who was at the graveyard when the body was found?
Only 3 people were present this afternoon. A scholar, an embalmer, and a grave tender. Father Augustine is a scholar. visiting
Father
for Mother
Augustine
Miriam's funeral.
was the
The
person
victim was his apprentice.
who was doing that thing with the spear that Reuben was working on.
Sister Nerissa, an embalmer with a sterling reputation, preparing Mother Miriam's body for burial.
Cool.
Finally, Abraham, the grave tender, a layman who has kept the grounds of the abbey for many years. None of them say they were near the grave until after the body was discovered.
Which means someone is lying. No matter. Ein Sof sees all. We will unmask their lies and bring the truth forward. I swear it.
Okay, so a shorter video today, but I think this is the best place to stop. When we pick up next time, we will get our testimony from everyone. We'll talk with Virgil. He's our friend for the moment. We'll talk to everyone. We'll get our physical evidence, and we'll start piecing up together the timeline of what happened to poor acolyte Isaac. Okay, everyone. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye. Goodbye, pals.